Hi students, welcome to Easy Chemistry by Pathan, and today we are going to discuss a very important concept for organic chemistry, GOC, General Organic Chemistry, and the isomerism. Generally in this concept students getting a little bit problem how to write isomers, which is chain isomer, which is position isomer, and tautomerism, metamerism, functional group isomerism, like this. And today I am going to try to explain in detail up to competitive level isomerism. So this is the concept of GOC, General Organic Chemistry, which is very important for competitive as well as PUC. Let me discuss in detail about isomerism. And in this session I am explaining chain isomerism, position isomerism. In next class I will explain remaining. Let me start. What is isomerism? So definition I am giving for isomerism. What is meant by isomerism? Having same molecular formula molecular formula is same, but molecular formula is same but different physical or chemical properties. This is the actual definition for isomerism. Having same molecular formula but different physical or chemical properties. Generally, the isomerism means students having same molecular formula, different structure. That is not definition for isomerism. Having same molecular formula but different physical or chemical properties is called isomerism. Such compounds we are calling isomers. This is shortcut. This isomerism is generally broadly classified into two types. So isomerism is two types. One is structural isomerism. The next one is stereoisomerism. One is structural isomerism. The next one is stereoisomerism. So remember, isomerism is two types: structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Let me discuss in detail about structural. In structural isomerism, we have different types: chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional group isomerism, and the next one metamerism, and next one tautomerism, and the next one ring chain isomerism, like this. Structural isomers are different type. chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional group isomerism, metamerism, tautomerism, ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism. Now stereoisomerism, we have generally two types: configurational, conformational. Configuration isomerism, and the second one we have conformation. Conformational isomerism. So configuration isomerism and conformational isomerism, two types. Configuration isomerism, again two types we have. One is, we have here geometrical isomerism. The second one we have optical isomerism. This is the classification of isomerism. So isomerism nothing but having same molecular formula but different physical or and chemical properties. That is isomerism. Such compounds we are calling isomers. Isomerism two types: structural isomerism, stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism we have different types: chain, position, functional group, metamerism, tautomerism, ring chain isomerism. Stereoisomerism we have two types: configuration, conformational. Configurational isomerism is two types again: geometrical isomerism, optical isomerism. And these are the few we have in isomerism. And such compounds we are calling isomers. So that is the classification of isomerism. And today we are going to discuss about structural isomerism. Structural isomerism. Now the definition for structural isomerism I am giving. What is meant by structural isomerism? Structural isomerism: having same molecular formula, but different structure. This definition students writing for isomerism. Generally students writing what is the isomerism is, this definition they are writing. This is for structural. Isomerism is having same molecular formula but different physical or and chemical properties. But the structural isomerism having same molecular formula but different structures is called structural isomerism. Now structural isomerism we have different types. Here I given 6 types: chain, position, functional group, metamerism, tautomerism, ring chain. And now in this 6 type, today I am going to explain to you about chain isomerism and position isomerism. Today we are discussing in detail chain and position isomerism. Let me go for that. What is meaning? Very simple. I am giving definition for chain isomerism: having same molecular formula but difference in number of carbon atoms in chain is called chain isomers. Having same molecular formula but difference in number of carbon atoms in chain is called chain isomers. What is position isomer? The example later I will give. Position isomer nothing but a little bit change. Look here, position isomerism I am writing. Having same molecular formula but difference in position of substituent, unsaturation, that is double bond or triple bond or functional group, etc. Having same molecular formula but difference in position of substituent, double bond or triple bond, functional group is called positional isomers. Such phenomena is called position isomerism. Clear? So this is the definition for chain and position isomer. Having same molecular formula but difference in number of carbon atoms in chain is called chain isomers. Such phenomena is calling chain isomerism. Position. Having same molecular formula but difference in position of substituent means chlorine, bromine, methyl, ethyl, like that. Double bond, alkene, triple bond, alkyne, functional group. You know, aldehyde functional group, carboxylic acid functional group, ketone functional group. Such we are calling positional isomers. Such phenomena is calling isomerism. That phenomena is calling isomerism. Clear? And these two I am going to explain to you today. Let me start with example. So I am taking here first alkanes to explain position and chain isomers. So I am taking here alkanes to explain chain and position isomers. You know alkanes: methane, ethane, propane, butane. And to exhibit isomerism in alkanes, minimum we need 4 carbon atoms. In alkanes, how many we need? Minimum 4 carbon atom we need. Means with methane, with ethane, with the propane we are not getting any isomers in alkanes. This is for only alkanes. So in alkanes, to observe structural isomerism, we need minimum 4 carbon atom. Means from butane only we can observe the isomerism. Why? Because with 1, 2, 3 there is no isomerism exhibition. Clear? Let I am taking here first butane. What is the formula for butane? You learned already butane formula. C4H10. So all of you know butane formula very well. C4H10. Now we have to write chain isomers first. Chain isomers. What we learn? Chain isomers having same molecular formula, different in number of carbon atoms in chain. First I am writing for butane. CH3 bond, CH2 bond, CH2 bond, CH3. This is normal condensed formula we are calling. This I wrote in chain formula. So this is we are calling N-butane. What we are calling? N-butane. N nothing but normal butane. How many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. This we can write this we can write like this. See here I am writing now change in the chain. Formula same, chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I am taking here 3 carbon atoms. CH3 bond CH bond CH3. One methyl group I am writing as substitution here. See here also carbon atoms are same, formula same, hydrogen same, but chain is different. This is parental chain we have with 4 carbon atoms. 4 carbon atoms. Here parental chain 1, 2, 3 means N-butane converted to 1, 2 methyl propane. What is the name? 2 methyl propane. 2 methyl propane. This is 4 carbon chain. This another name we have isobutane, common name. So 2 methyl propane is IUPAC name and common name is isobutane. See here, this is 4 carbon chain, this is 3 carbon chain. Chain isomerism, what the definition? Having same molecular formula but difference in the number of carbon atoms in the chain. Chain nothing but parental chain. So formula there is no chain, but parental chain here 4 carbon atom, here 3 carbon atom. So these two are now chain isomers. So in butane, how many chain isomers we have? 2. Remember this number. 2. In butane, number of structural isomers is 2. Let I am taking another example here with another carbon, that is C5H10. This is we are calling pentane. Now how many isomers are present in pentane? So first I am writing normal chain formula with 5 carbons. CH3 bond CH3, CH2, CH2 and 4 and 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentane. In open chain system, this is we are calling N-pentane. What we are calling? N-pentane. N nothing but normal pentane. This is one we got already. Now you go for that. Here 5 carbon chain is there. Now I am writing with different. Clear? 1, 2, 3, 5 I am taking now with 4. CH. Clear? What I am writing with 4 carbons. 4 carbons. Clear? CH2, CH, CH3. See here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 I am writing as here methyl group. Now formula no chain, but we have the chain position different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here parental chain is 5 carbon atoms. Parental chain is 5. Look here 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5, this is 4. Now these two are chain isomers. These two we are calling chain isomers. What is the name? This is N-pentane. This is 2-methyl butane. 2-methyl butane. 2-methyl butane. N-butane, 2-methyl butane are chain isomers. Let we go for another. With 3 carbon atoms I am taking now. CH3 bond C bond CH3. And now I am taking here 1 methyl group and here methyl group. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atom, pentane only. But chain C here 5, here 3, here 4, here 1, 2, 3. So parental chain is 3 parental chain. 3 parental chain. 1, 2, 3. So 2, 2 dimethyl propane. 2, 2 dimethyl propane means Pentane we can write as N-pentane, 2-methyl-butane, 2,2-dimethyl-propane. So total how many we got? 3. Look here. Here 5 carbon chain. Here 4 carbon chain. Here 3 carbon chain. So these 3 are 3 chain isomers. So pentane having 3 isomers. How many we have? 3 isomers. In pentane, how many isomers we can observe? 3 isomers. In butane, we have only 2 isomers. 2 isomers. So, in butane, 2 isomers. In pentane, 3 isomers. We have 3 isomers. Clear? And like this we can write. Go for another example I am giving for you for a better understanding. This time I am taking another example with more number of carbon atom, that is 6 carbon atom. 6 carbon atom. C6H14. H14. This is we are calling hexane. What we are calling? Hexane. In hexane, structural isomers we are going to be observed. First you write. First one, 6 carbon. CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 CH2 4 5 6. This is we are calling N-hexane. What we are calling? N-hexane means normal hexane. 6 carbon chain. Now with the 5 carbon chain I am writing CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond CH4 and here 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 methyl group here I am writing now. Look here. Previously we had here 6 carbon chain. Here 5 carbon chain. Parental chain is 5 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the name? 2-methyl pentane. So N-hexane converted to 2-methyl pentane. 2-methyl pentane. Clear? This is one. And let me write another chain. Another chain. Look here. I am writing here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I am taking. CH3 and CH2 CH2 CH3. 5 carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here methyl group at second position. Now I am taking at third position. Third position. Now what is the name? See here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the name of this chain? What is the name of this chain? This chain has 3-methyl pentane. 3-methyl pentane. So this now different. This is N-hexane, 2-methyl pentane, 3-methyl pentane. 3-methyl pentane. This is one more. We got the isomer. Clear? And now I am going to write another one. Another possible isomer. And let me take another. So we have the chance to write different isomers. Different isomers. So 3 we written already, and the fourth one I am writing now. And the fourth isomer I am writing with 4 carbon chain. So CH3 bond CH bond CH3. 4 we got. And here one methyl group and here one methyl group I am taking. See here now. 2, 3 dimethyl butane. What is the name? 2, 3 dimethyl butane. This is one isomer we got. And now I am writing one more also. One more. Clear? That is with 4 carbon chain. CH3, CH3, C, CH2, CH3, and this time here one CH3 and here one CH3 I am taking. What we got here? 1, 2. 2, 2 dimethyl 2, 2 dimethyl butane. 2, 2 dimethyl butane. This we got. See how many isomers we got. Let me start to cross check. Look here. In hexane, N-hexane, 2-methyl pentane, and this is 3-methyl pentane. And next we got 2, 3 dimethyl pentane and 2, 2 dimethyl butane. Sorry, here 2, 3 dimethyl butane, 2, 2 dimethyl butane, 2, 3, 2, 2. Am I right? So total 5 we got. Now let me test these isomers are what type of isomers. What type of isomers? Look here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So here 6 are there, here 5. So 1 and 2 are chain isomers. And here 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain number no change. But position of this methyl group changed. Here 2 methyl pentane, here 3 methyl pentane. So 1 and 2 are chain isomers, 2 and 3 are position isomers. I told you, position of substituent or double bond, triple bond functional group is changed. That is we are calling position isomer. So chain no change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So parent chain no change. Position of this methyl group changed. Here second carbon, here third carbon. So 1 and 2 are chain isomers, 2 and 3 are position isomers. Let me go. 4 and 5. In fourth chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So chain no change. But position of substituent see here. Here 2 and 3 and here 2 and 2. So these two are again position isomers. Clear? So now I am going to conclude here. How to conclude means 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are chain isomers. Next 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are position isomers. Clear? Position isomers. And 1 and 3. 1 and 3. 1 and 3 are again chain isomers. And you go for 2, 4. 2 and 4. These 2 and 4 are chain isomers. And 4 and 5. 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are position isomer. 4 and 5 are position isomers. And you go for 2 and 5. 2 and 5. These 2 and 5 are again chain isomers. Means here we got chain isomers, position isomers. Change in the chain isomerism. Change in the substituent position isomers. So we got chain isomers, position isomers. But like that given, how to address which one we have to give the priority? if the compound exhibiting both chain isomers, position isomers, priority order, how we have to identify. So remember, I am giving priority order. Here I am showing priority order of isomers. Priority order of isomers. See, we have ring chain isomers, tautomers, functional group isomers, metamers, chain isomers, position isomers. Am I right? This is only structural isomers. Na? Ring, tautomers, functional group, metamers, chain, position. This is priority order, decreasing order. Decreasing order. What is the order? Decreasing order. Means if any compound having chain isomer, position isomer both, you have to give the priority for chain isomers. You have to give the priority for chain isomers. And if any compound having ring and tautomers, you have to give priority for ring. If any compound having tautomerism and functional group isomerism, priority for tautomerism. If any compound having functional group isomerism and metamerism, you have to give the priority for functional group isomerism. If any compound having metamerism and chain isomerism, you have to give the priority for metamerism. This is their decreasing order. Decreasing order. This you have to remember for further information. Now here we got chain isomers as well as position isomers. So which we have to give the priority? Chain isomers we have to give the priority, not position isomerism. Position isomerism is least priority. This you remember, then easy. This is how to write chain and position isomers. Clear? Chain and position isomers. With 3 different examples I explained to you. Clear? And let me go for one more example I am explaining. One more example. With another example in detail I am going to explain to you. Clear? Another example I am taking here with heptane. So total for pentane how many we got? 3. For hexane how many we got? 5. How many we got? 5. Remember, for hexane we got 5. For butane 2. For pentane 3. For hexane 5. This number you remember, it will be useful for you later. Now let me discuss in heptane. Heptane formula C7H16. C7H16. This is heptane. And now I am writing normal structure. Normal structure. So CH3, this is heptane. See number of carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is long chain. We are calling open chain. This is we are calling N-heptane. What we are calling? N-heptane. Let me see how many possible isomers are present in this compound. That I am writing. First, with the 7 I written. Now I am writing with 6. CH3, CH2, 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 CH, CH3. How many carbon atoms are there here? In parent chain, 6 we have. See here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 1, 2, 7. Now one methyl group I am writing as substituent here. As substituent. Now this is the compound we are calling 2-methyl hexane. So heptane we can write as 2-methyl hexane. Let I am trying. This is 1 we completed and this 2 we completed, and the third one I am writing. Third one with the same 6. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH, CH2, CH3. Now this is the CH. Here third position we have methyl group, and now here I am writing the second position we have methyl group, and now I am taking here methyl group, clear? And this is we are calling now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3-methyl hexane. 3-methyl hexane having same molecular formula but structure is different. 3-methyl hexane. Let me take another example. Another chain I am drawing here. So with 7, with 6, with 6. This time I am writing with second position, third position completed. Now with the fourth one I am writing with 4 carbon chain or 5. CH3 bond CH2 bond CH bond CH bond CH3. See how many carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 are there. Here you take one methyl group. The next position you take another methyl group. So here one methyl group and here one methyl group. And you go for 1, 2, 2, 3 dimethyl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentane. What we are calling pentane. This is another isomer. Like I am writing one more, and this time I am taking with same carbon chain 1 to 5. So CH3 bond CH and CH2 bond CH bond CH3. Clear? See here 5 carbons again, but position I am going to change. And here one methyl group and here one methyl group I am taking. See here 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we have to call and which position these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 4. So 2, 4 dimethyl pentane. This is another isomer. So totally I wrote here now 5. N-heptane, 2-methyl hexane, 3-methyl hexane, 2, 3 dimethyl pentane, 2, 4 dimethyl pentane. See here, these 6 carbons, this is 7 carbon. These 2 are chain isomer. Here 6 carbon, here 6 carbon, but methyl position different. These 2 are position isomer. And here 6 carbon, here 5 carbon. So carbon number change. So these 2 are chain isomer. And here 5 carbon, here 5 carbon. So carbon atom not changed. Methyl group changed here 2, 3, here 4, 2, 4, and these 2 are position isomer. So here we have chain isomers are there, position isomers are there. Which we have to give the priority? Chain isomer, position isomers are there. Chain isomers priority we have to give, not position isomerism. And let me try to write few more. There are so many possibilities are there. 5 I written. And now I am going to write with the different. And now I am taking 6th one. And 5 we completed. And now I am taking CH3 bond, CH2 bond. Now C, and this is CH2 and this is CH3. How many carbon atom? 5. How many remaining? Remaining 2 are there. 2 2 I am writing as substituent here, CH2 CH3, ethyl group. Ethyl group. Am I right now? Look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3. 3 ethyl pentane. What is the name? 3 ethyl pentane. Am I right? Chain name is 3 ethyl pentane. 3 ethyl pentane. This is one we got. With how many carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the another chain we got. And let me take another one. Another I am drawing. And this time I am taking with 5 again. CH3 bond, CH2 bond, CH2 bond C, CH3. And this time I am taking here CH3, CH3. Am I right? 1, 2, 3. Hydrogen not there here. Clear now? Look here now. What is the carbon chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2 dimethyl pentane. This is one chain we got. This is one chain. And let me try another one. And this time I am taking with another position, that is CH3 bond, CH2 bond C, bond CH2 bond CH3. And this C we are getting 2 substituent. Here I am taking one CH3, here one CH3. What is the carbon chain? 3, 3 dimethyl pentane. Clear? This is one chain. And finally I am going to draw another chain, that is with 4 carbon atoms. 4 carbon atoms. CH3 bond, C bond C, H bond CH3. And this time here one methyl group and one methyl group, and here one methyl group I am taking. See, total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finally we got. Look the chain name. 1, 2, 3, 4. Butane. 2 position, 3 position. So 2, 2, 3 trimethyl butane. What we are calling? Butane. See now how many we got? 9. With the 7 carbon atoms we got 9. So it is very clear. You have to remember that. You have to remember that very easily. Every time no need to draw the structures. And then how can you remember these all means? You go for the 4 carbon atoms are there. How many we got? 2. 5 carbon atoms are there. We got 3. We got 3. And 6 carbon atoms are there with hexane. How many we got? 5. And with 7 carbon atoms are there. How many we got? 9. With 8 carbons are there, and you are getting 18. With 9 carbons are there, you are getting 35. With 10 carbons are there, you are getting 75. So generally all these no need to remember. You remember up to 7. And this is the final point. So with 4, 2. With 5, 3. With 6, 5. With 7, 9. Clear? And this is the method to remember chain and position isomers. In next class, we will discuss chain and position isomers in alkyl groups. Generally alkanes given we discussed. Okay. If alkyls given, how to draw? Means, for example, C4H9Cl. C4H9Cl means chlorobutane, or C3H7Br, bromopropane. Like this alkyl halide or haloalkanes. Haloalkanes given. Then how to draw the structures in next class we'll discuss. So I think it will be beneficial for you writing chain and position isomers. So in same compound, both chain and position isomers given, you have to remember that it is very important for competitives. Ring tautomerism, functional group isomerism, metamerism, chain isomerism, position isomerism. Here I shown chain isomers are there, position isomers are there. Then which you have to give the priority? Chain isomerism you have to give the priority, not position. Position isomerism is least priority. Ring isomerism is the highest priority. So if you still have any doubts, please comment and I will give answer. Thank you.